Testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Hi, y'all. It's your girl, Black Blondie. I'm back again. Some call me, I'm also known as the Queen Mother Pearl. Welcome back to my channel. The spot where we talk real love, we talk girl talk, we talk fashion, real drama, music, and whatever else I want to talk about. Okay, that's what we talk about. Okay, now, baby, today we will be talking about no other than Love Island, season 7, US, season 7, episodes 10, 12, 13, and 14. Baby, I was clutching my pearls. I was fanning myself. I was side-eyed the screen on these episodes. So, let's get into these wow roller coaster of a show with all these questionable decisions and all this back and forth. And, you know, they got some villains on this season. Y'all know who the villains is if you've been watching. At the end, I'm going to tell you who I think is the villains of this season. At the end of the show, I'll tell you. Okay, so first we're going to talk about episode 10. Baby, the new bombshells, Irish, Jalen, and Pepe. Baby, they came in there fire. They came in there on fire, okay? To shake up the romantic pairings. And they wanted to cause some tensions. I mean, that's what bombshell's supposed to be, okay? So first, they start off with the little challenge that they had. And by the way, whoever picks out their outfits or puts their wardrobe together, shout out to that stylist because the lingerie was on point. The guys were looking nice. The girls were looking nice. It was given, a little 50 Shades of Grey. It was given that. The style was given that. So shout out to the stylist on that show. You gave it, honey. You was giving it, and then they bodies. They gotta have nice bodies to be on that show. You gotta have a nice body. So during the challenge, Irish, she goes for Jeremiah. Jeremiah is her type. Jeremiah and Hoda is currently a couple on the show. And Irish, she first of all, I don't understand how they all of them had to kiss every single boy or girl. Like they had to, all the guys had to kiss all the girls, all the girls had to kiss. The girl had to kiss all the boys, and I'm like, I hope they are getting them tested, honey, because that was a lot of saliva, a lot of saliva going around, and I'm like, everybody was kissing everybody. I'm sure they get them STD tested and HIV tested and everything before they come on there. I'm sure they do. They have to. Okay, let me get back to my notes. Um, mm, let's go get back to the notes. Okay, so Huda, she is with Jeremiah and she's growing and increasingly anxious while watching Jeremiah and Iris have a conversation. By the way, Iris is drop dead gorgeous. She looks like a model, a supermodel. Maybe she's short, but she looks tall when she puts on heels. So she looks very long and sleek and tall. So as they get closer, they start to talk and stuff like that. She gets a little anxious, a little jealous. And then Ace finally starts to open up to Shelly. And you get to see some of their chemistry. But people are feeling Irish and Jeremiah being together. They don't want Huda to be with Jeremiah for some reason. I don't know if it's his family. They don't want him to be with Huda because Huda she's a single mom. So maybe it's that. But overall, the villa is rattled by the shifting of alliances and mounting insecurities among the original couples. That was episode 10. What I thought about episode 10, when I rated from a 1 to 10, I would give it a 8. It was a pretty good episode. The fashion was on point, of course. All the ladies looked beautiful. All the guys was looking nice. The only one that I don't find attractive out of the guys um is, this is my opinion, Taylor. He's a little bit young looking for me. Um a little tradish looking for me too. And also I'm not attracted to Austin. I don't find him to be attractive. But like I said, y'all, that is my opinion. So then we go to episode 12, the bombshell recoupling. Now America. America is messy. America. America is messy. America has a problem, like Beyonce said, okay? They're messy. So America votes for Irish to be with Jeremiah, Orlandria to be with Jaden, Peppy to be with Hannah, and then that left Charlie on the outs. Charlie Taylor and Huda on the outs. I wonder what Huda's nationality is. Is she like Indian or Middle Eastern or something? I don't know. She has, exotic look, but she could be from like Colombia or something like that. You'll never know. But anyway, your boy Charlie was eliminated. Charlie, he was from London, mate. He was a London mate. Y'all like my London accent? I love the way the guys in the UK they speak. They are so like, I mean, those guys. Like, I think my husband is gonna be from the UK. That's just a side note. Anyway, back to the back to my list. Okay. So Charlie was eliminated. Tensions arise between Shelly and Ace. Shelly, my Haitian queen, accuses Ace of being non-committable. Is that what you say? Please excuse my English. It's late at night and I am, I'm trying to push through and be committed and consistent with doing, you know, what I am interested in doing full time. So he flirts with the newcomers, which is, Irish. While Huda reveals that she and Jeremiah have taken things further. So y'all know what happened. Y'all know what happened, honey. So actually, I think that happened in episode 10, where she said her and Jeremiah took things further. My little notes is like out of order. Y'all, it just be so many episodes, and it's like, it's hard to keep track of what's going on. But, I be writing notes here and there on my little notebook. But I think that they did the Uchi Wally. Look at me. I'm used to my urban thing. They did the Uchi Wally. I don't even think people use that. But they did they did it. They made it official. Um, so I'm like, okay, after 12 days, they made it official. But who am I to judge? Child, my old self. I ain't gonna tell y'all. I used to be out there. But I had fun though. I had fun. I ain't gonna lie. If like if God took me away tomorrow, well, if I didn't wake up after doing this video, I would say that I had a good life because I experienced it all. I experienced the college life. I experienced a career. Um, and like I've seen so much stuff and experienced so much stuff. So I had fun. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm not judging her, but if I was on a show, would I have sex with a guy on a TV show after 12 days? No. Because those people on there are tricky. And she's a single mom. Utta's a single mom. And I think that she should have took it slow with Jeremiah. Cause Jeremiah think he's slick. Y'all know, y'all know me. I recognize game. I'm an experienced woman and I recognize game and I've grown and I've seen it all. If I haven't been through it, I've seen like my associates go through it. My former associates. Y'all know who y'all is. Woo woo. Too bad we ain't friends now. Well, I consider y'all friends, but y'all ain't my friend now. But shout out to y'all. I still got love for y'all. So that is off episode 12. And then we go to episode 13. Y'all probably hear my baby snoring in the background, child. Like I said, I'm a single mom. So the episode begins with 13. Um, so 13 begins with Jeremiah clashing with Nick and Ace. They're the villains, honey. They're the villains. They got all up in Jeremiah's head about Huda. They got all up in his head. They Jeremiah, when you look back and you watch the show, you're gonna be like, these dudes tricked me out of my spot. Yeah, y'all gonna be like, these dudes tricked me out of my spot, okay? So the episode begins with farewells to Charlie. No, that's not. Let me get back to the notes. I need to stay focused. So Jeremiah was facing criticism from Nick and Ace for getting too serious with Huda so early. I must say 12 days. 12 days. I never seen it on the show. I've been watching since season 6 with the first. No, was that I've been watching since season 5. I've been watching. So when they had Hannah and that other boy, he was like mixed or something. It was another Hannah and they had her on there with this mixed boy. They won. I think they won it. I didn't never finish watching it. But yeah, I've never seen it so far. So they was questioning whether his intentions were genuine and insinuated that his relationship felt rushed. And Jeremiah, of course, he defended himself, but I feel like he is love bombing. He was love bombing Hutter. So there was nothing. He was like, there was nothing wrong with him falling in love with her, and he falls in love fast. You're right. No 12 days. That is lust. That's not love, Jeremiah. That is lust. Okay. I hope you listen to this review, because trust me, I know the difference between love and lust. So, Huda, she pulled Ace for a talk because she didn't like that he didn't vote for her. Cause they got to the elimination, which was on episode, I think it was episode 12. And that's when America, they picked her, Taylor, and Charlie, but Charlie went home. But they had to do like a tiebreaker or whatever. And Ace decided not to pick Hoda. And she was mad, so she pulled him aside and revealed her intentions, um that they stemmed from her being a single mom. And it was kind of tough. And he was saying how his mom was, Ace was saying his mom was a single mom and stuff, a single young mother too. And he was just trying to be like a big brother to her, to make sure that she wasn't getting all she. I ain't gonna lie, I love you, Huda, but you was getting too high and heavy with him, with Jeremiah. Girl, I used to be lustful, but then like God saved me, so I'm not lustful no more. But I used to be like her. So I know. She was like doing too much for him. And it was just going too fast. But Huda, she has an emotional breakdown. She stormed off in tears when Jeremiah is, not giving her attention once they had the recoupling, and he didn't even check up on her, which was a clear sign he didn't care. And he made up some excuse, which goes, I think he was talking to her in the beginning of episode 14 when we get to that. She later confronted him near the showers, and she was calling him a liar. She was calling him a B. She was saying some real foul stuff now. I'm not gonna lie, I would have said the same stuff, being her age and you know, being like how she was, how she felt for him. She felt like she was in love with him. And she felt like his attentions were genuine. But when he didn't check up on her, she was just like, the girl was feeling, she was feeling like, how can I say? She was feeling like Angela Bassett and Wait to Exhale when she had put that car on fire with them clothes in it. That's how she was giving that kind of like that rage when you love somebody and they don't, show you love back. For the guys, if you don't know, I know the ladies know about that kind of love. But it really, after the fact, you be seeing that it's really not love, it's really just lust. Because when I sit back, it was a lot of guys that I thought I loved, but it was just lust. I never really loved those guys. I never really loved those guys. Only my first boyfriend I really loved, and my second boyfriend. And that was when I got my career. That was my first boyfriend. But other than that, those other guys, I did not love them. They was just lust. And shout out to y'all. I still got, I care for y'all, but that was lust. Okay, so I understand how Huda feels, because she feel like it was love, but it's really lust. So that old sneaky old, it's a game. So they gonna, challenge the couple. So Jeremiah and Irish, Jalen and Orlandria, and Hannah and Peppy, they went out on a date. They took them to like this little beach area. Jeremiah and Irish, they kayaked and they chatted about, taking things slow. Jalen and Orlandria. I like her name. I never heard anybody name that. They share, massages and, they kind of connected. Um, Hannah and Peppy, they spent time discussing relationship goals. They had a really good conversation. I kind of like those two together because they have such passionate kisses. I'm just on the outside. It seems very genuine. And it seems like Pepe came on there to really find love. He seems very genuine. Hannah, I don't know, she's a little tricky. She's a little tricky. She's a little tricky. I don't know about Hannah, but I feel like Pepe is genuine. He's genuinely came on the show to look for love. Hutter, she lashes out again after hearing Jeremiah talk about him. She hears him discussing with the other guys that he is exploring other options. She walked by, she flipped him off. Very immature, but she is 25, okay? Um, and she declares, I'm not making excuses for her, y'all. I just really relate to her, I really relate to her because I see some of the old characteristics of me in her. Um, I didn't do all the cursing, not to the guy's face. I did it behind their backs with you know, my little homegirls and stuff. I used to do it. I used to talk about the guys like dogs, like dogs with my little associates that I had. I keep on saying that they homegirls, they friends, but really, guys, I don't have any friends anymore. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. We're gonna do a little talk about that too. And I'll explain to y'all why I don't have any friends anymore. The people I thought who was my friends, they weren't really my friends. But that's another story. But anyway, she goes off. She flips him off. She declares that she wants nothing to do with him. Now we get to episode 14. It starts with Hutter and Jeremiah again. Hutter, 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 Jeremiah. Hutter, I'm pretty sure that your mother is not happy with you. Do all this cursing, honey. It's given, it's given, like, I think she's giving them what people expect for a single mom to give on a reality show, which is anger. And I just wish she would have gave America, society, what they wanted to hear. What they wanted, like they wanted those emotions from someone who is a single mom. They want single moms to be angry, to be unhappy, to be um pick bees, or what Shira Savage say, pit beaches. They want us to be that, and I feel like she gave in to what society expects for single mothers to be like. Um, I had to realize that because sometimes when people find out that you're a single mother, they like look bad upon you, or they're like have judgments about you. But some people, like me, honestly choose to be single because they know that it wouldn't be a good environment for them to be with their baby's fathers. It's not because they just, the guys leave them. Sometimes it was me. I'm saying in my situation, it was me. I was the person who didn't want to commit, who didn't want to be married. And I ain't told nobody this, but it was me. I was the bad guy. And one day when my daughter gets older, I'm going to tell her that it was me. It wasn't her father. It was me. I wasn't ready. And I just couldn't see myself being with him for the rest of my life. And I couldn't see myself settling Even though, I chose to have the baby, I couldn't see myself doing it. That's a little therapy session right there. Click. But anyway, back to Hoda and Jeremiah. Um, they arguing back and forth. It was just, it's both of them have a lot of growing up to do. Like I said, these guys are 25, 23, 27. I'm 37. I'm 37 now. Am I 37 or 36? I'm 36. See, I'm having a blonde moment. Yeah, I'm 36. Okay. I turned 37 at the end of the year. So when I was their age, I was out there. I was just like, hold on, like, I would be like, so I remember this one guy, like, I gave him so many chances. Like, I swear, I gave him, we gonna call him Egghead, because now he got a bald head. He got a bald head now. So I used to give him so many chances, y'all. And he would just slap me in the face, like leave me for other girls. He would ditch me. Like he really played in my face. Like he really played in my face. And I was just like, keep on letting him come back. Keep on letting him back in. And then the last strike was when y'all, this is so sad. Okay, so I am a cancer survivor. So, I won't forget this. This is my first Christmas after having treatment. He said he was gonna come and see me, y'all. Y'all, he said he was gonna come and see me. So I'm like, okay, it could be like a little friendly reunion or whatever, because I hadn't saw him in like years, but we would be talking to each other back and forth. And it was one time I was supposed to go see him in California. All my friends was like, don't go see him. Me, all my ex friends was like, don't go see him. And I had talked to my mama. My mama was the one that really convinced me because she would not keep my daughter. She would not. She was like, do not go see this boy. You're going to end up being a second time baby mother. And so that's what made me not go see him. But anyway, I found out I got cancer. He didn't call or nothing like that. He didn't check up on me and none of that. But I still was going to give him a chance because he was like, his job, he was passing through because he has a traveling job. I'm not going to tell y'all what my old career used to be, but it was a government job. So he was passing through. And he was like, I want to see you. And I was like, yeah, we could see each other as friends. Don't you know that boy stood me up and he went to go see another girl. Yes. And I was like 32, 32. Yeah. I haven't talked to him since. When did I think I found out I had cancer at 30. I had my baby at 32, 33. I found out after her year's birthday that I had cancer. So that's 33. So this is 33. Y'all, I haven't dated anybody else. I haven't talked to any guy since him. Have like that was a nail in my coffin that I knew that it was just time to just focus on me and do me. So I haven't dealt with any guy since him. But anyway, back to the recoupling. So they recoupled and stuff. And so they did this little thing where they were behind these doors. And so they had to pick the doors of whoever they wanted to date. And so, Austin and Shelly, they was going strong. Austin acted like he was so into her, but he was tired of a love triangle because it was a love triangle between Shelly. Shelly couldn't choose between Ace. Ace is fine, by the way. He's my type. That's my type. Yeah, that's my type. He's my type. Okay. I I love me a I love he's my type. I love like a I don't know. When y'all watch the show, y'all see why he's my type. I just love like guys that like I don't know. He's my type. Anyway, his physique and everything, he's short, he's a little short king. He look like he's short. He like 5'9", 5'10". I'm 5'2", y'all. I'm a little short queen. But he's my type. But it was a little triangle between him, Shelly, and Austin. Austin was tied. Austin is the boy that I think is so unattractive. He is not attractive to me. And I like tall guys too. But he's not attractive. Like, and I don't discriminate when I date. So, like, I date white guys. I dated Puerto Rican guys. I dated Mexican guys. I dated black guys. I dated the only guy I haven't dated is like a Middle Eastern guy. I've never dated them. Um, and Asian. Those are the only two guys I haven't dated. And I haven't dated nobody from the UK. But, if y'all got some friends that are living in the UK, you know, like Ollie. Let me stop. Ollie is tooken. But, similar to him, that looks like Ollie. You know, send me an email, let me know. Because, I'm not looking, but I'm kind of looking. Like, I'm focused on school, but and focus on building a career, a different career for myself. But I'm still open to dating. But anyway, that was a shout out to anybody who got any friends that's, ready to lock it in, ready to make a merger. Because me, this is how I see marriage. Look at me. My ADHD is coming in. Anyway, this is how I see marriage. Like, for me, I see marriage as a merger because I've already established things for myself. And I'm a homeowner, by the way, y'all. I became a homeowner in February. Um, but I am a homeowner with buyer's regret. And we gonna do a video about that too. We got to do a video about that because I want to help everybody that's looking to buy a home. If you think about buying a home, I'm gonna give you some things to consider that I did consider. Um, because I don't know why I did consider these things. I don't know. I was just trying to do what everybody, or like all my other friends was doing, my ex friends. They all had houses. So I was like, oh, let me give me a house. And then now I'm like, I got buyer's regret. And now I'm like, am I going to rent this thing out? So one day we'll do a tour, but I'm still putting everything up. I moved in February. Was it March? I moved in March. But I was officially a homeowner in February, but I didn't move until a month after. But yeah, I'm still working on everything, putting everything up, and it's like really hard being a single mom and a homeowner, and working, going to school. Um, I work with little kids at my job, so and I love little kids too. Like they, it was a full like the last couple months have been like a full circle experience. I've learned about like autism and stuff like that. It's been a real journey for me, and I appreciate uh life a little bit more, and I appreciate that just because you have disabilities you can still, I don't know, it just pushes me like to want to help others more because like I have like disabilities and stuff, and I just wanna like when you have like disabilities, it's not a death sentence. Like you could get better, and you can like work through those issues. But anyway, let's get back to the recoupling. So Nick opens the door for Sierra because he was supposed to open the doors. My phone went dead. Hold on, let me put the thing back on. Okay, y'all, cause I'm gonna hear my bonnet on, child. My bonnet. And I don't like to be. I don't be wearing no bonnets and stuff, and I don't wear it in public. Like I see my other sisters and sometimes brothers wearing do rags in public. All right, I'm back. Okay, so anyway, they do this little challenge where they open the doors. I gotta speed this up and I gotta get this done. I'm gonna accomplish this. Okay, so they do this little thing where they open the doors. So they open the doors, and the girl had to send a text to the host. By the way, the host, whoever be styling her, they be having some cute outfits on her. The host be having some cute outfits, but anyway, she so Nick and Sierra, they agreed. Ace and Shelly, they coupled up together. Austin and Amaya coupled up together. Hannah and Peppy. I don't know if it's Peppa or Peppy. I used to work with a woman named Peppa. She was cool. Um, Taylor and Orlandia. Let me tell you about Taylor, y'all. I don't like Taylor. I do not like him. I'm from the country. I'm from Georgia, but I do not like Taylor. Maybe because I don't date country guys. Um, Not purposely. Um, the guy I was telling y'all about, he was a country guy. The one that ditched me, I had I had stayed in because I had moved back to Georgia and I was in Florida, but I had stayed in Florida and I didn't even spend like that's how I used to be a pick Misha, right? Because I didn't even spend Christmas with my baby. Um, but did I spend Christmas with her? Yeah, I spent Christmas with her, but Christmas Eve, he was supposed to come around my birthday. My birthday is on the 22nd, by the way. So he was supposed to come by December 22nd, one of those days. But anyway, yeah, he was from the country. So if I don't like country guys, I don't want no country man. I'm sorry. but I don't like him. He's suspect to me. He gives trade to me. And I just don't like him. And that's the end of the story. I just don't like him. I feel like Orlandria, hopefully another bombshell comes in and she doesn't pick him because I don't like him. I don't feel like he's genuine. I don't like the way he kissed her. It's not passionate. None of that stuff. I don't like it. And then it's Jeremiah and Iris. So Iris is a sweetheart. Even though she looks like a model, she's not a a B word. She's like very kind. She's a kind girl. So this left Hutter and Jalen standing alone as the two vulnerable singles. Child, Hutter. They need to make a song about that. Hutter. So they did a group vote and tensions peaked as they cast their votes. A lot of them, I ain't gonna even. Most of them went over to Hutter side. So they didn't really know Jalen like that. He said he was from Georgia too. Um, he was okay. The only thing about him is like I don't why I think Orlandria didn't pick him is because he was a truck driver and they have like bad reputations. I don't know. I don't know if y'all know. One time I dated a truck driver and he made me feel like I just know. I don't know. One time dated a truck driver. One time one of my ex homegirls, she was like talking to this truck driver. I don't know. I don't know. They be like they sleep around a lot. I don't trust them. But that's one reason why I think that she didn't give him a chance. Because of what he does. Truck drivers, military girls, do not trust them. Do not date them. Like I dated a truck driver, he gave me the ick. Like when we got to the point of doing the do, he gave me the ick, and I just that was that's when I became celibate. After doing it with him, he was the last person I did it with, and I became celibate. Like I became celibate. He was the last person I did it with. He gave me the ick, and that was it. Like I'm not saying it was him. It's just like I just something in my spirit was telling me to like wait for my husband. That's what God was telling me to just wait for him. Just be patient, wait for him. Even if I'm 42, 43, 44 when I meet him, I could still probably adopt a kid or whatever to give my daughter a sibling. Like it's never too late. Anything's possible. Through me overcoming cancer, I believe anything is possible through God. So that's my opinion. If you're not religious or whoever you believe in, whoever is your most high, um, I believe that anything is possible if you believe. Um, so that's why I'm just keep on hanging on because I'm not gonna settle like that. So anyway, so most of the people went to hold aside. Taylor and Alondria, they had an awkward moment where Taylor attempted to reconnect physically with Alandria, but fans noticed that his body language was stiff and distant. Now this is what they were saying. This is what the fans were saying on Reddit and all that. They were saying he was stiff. Now, when I watched it, and I just watched it a couple hours ago, this episode 14, I just I don't like the way they kissed. I just don't like it. I just it gives me like elementary school, like because she was in all they had like this kissing competition. I think it was in episode 12. In Orlandria, she kissed most of the guys on there. And I mean, they say that she's a good kisser, but when Taylor kisses her, it's just like a pick. like a peg. So I don't know if he really attracted to her. I don't know. I don't know about him. Taylor is a question mark for me. He's a question mark. I don't know. Um, so they think that they saying that Taylor's emotion feelings might not be the same as he claims they're not strong. So after the shakeups and stuff and the recouplings and the alliances and the villains. So the villains are Nick and Ace. I think that those two want to win. So that's why they got in Jeremiah's mind. And Jeremiah let them get in his head. That's what Jeremiah let him get in his head about Huda. It was the guys. And that's what guys do. Especially if, like, I had a friend, right? I had a friend. So let's say this friend, her name was VV. So she was dating this guy, right? And his friends, one of his friends wanted to talk to her, right? Or he tried to talk to her and it just didn't work out. Like it didn't work out, right? So once he found out that his friend was trying to talk to that they had talked a little bit, it had a little flirting or whatever going on. He he stopped talking to he just like kind of closed himself off to her because he thought that she was like a HO or whatever. But she was single. I feel like when you single ladies. Like all gloves are off. You're single until you're married. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. That's why I'm waiting to be sexually active until I'm married, because I feel like you're single until you're married. Because at the end of the day, he can leave whenever you want to. A divorce is like something that takes time, and it's something that you have to consider um, financially and stuff like that. And that's why I'm kind of like I want to get married, but I'm just like I don't know. I don't know. I'm like I want to get married and I want to wait, but and I want to do what God says, but sometimes I battle it. I battle it like in my head because my parents went through a divorce. So I battle it, and then some of my family members went through divorce. Um my ex best friend, she might be going through a divorce right now for all I know. So I battle it because I've seen people come out on the good side and then I've seen people come out on the bad side of it. And it scares me. So um but I'm trusting the Lord and I'm just gonna be obedient. But yeah, like when it comes to love, it's a sticky situation. Like, tell me what y'all think. What do y'all think of Huda? Do y'all think that I'm just giving her, do y'all think I'm giving her the easy, like I'm showing her love because she's a single mother? Do y'all think that she's crazy? Do y'all think that she is, um, do y'all think that her and Jeremiah was really, like do y'all think that they was really, once y'all watch the episodes and leave a comment once y'all watch the episode, because y'all see my interpretation of the story, with all the sidebars in it too. Y'all got to put that in there too, because like I have to give y'all some real life experience because you know when I was at their age, I tried out for real world. Child, I tried it like 3 times. They did not pick me for real world. I don't know why. I don't know why. They thought I was a goody two shoe, but I was having fun. Y'all can ask my ex best friend. We was having fun. We was in them streets heavy. We was in them streets heavy. Like I had the best time of my life. Like best time of my life when I was like in my 20s. When I started before I started my career when I was in college. And then when I started my career, I had the fun times. And then when it got to about not when I had my baby, it was before I had my baby. That's when I I started getting anxiety and depression and stuff like that. And it was because I was taking my job, my career too serious. And it wasn't for me. My career wasn't for me. Like when I think about it, I spent 10 years doing something that wasn't even for me. Like 10 years of my life doing something that was for me. So for anybody that's young, like if you try something and you don't like it and you got a contract or whatever and it's for 4 years, baby, do those 4 years. Don't do 8 and 10 years. No, don't be like me. Like do the 4 years. Like if you say you're gonna do 4 years, do 4 years and like do get out of it, okay? Because baby, I wasted a lot of time. Like I wish I could go back because now I am like all broken up, got back problems, got hair problems. Like I'm not broken. I'm like rebuilding my body from the treatment and stuff like that. But a lot of stuff came out that I was neglecting my body because I was trying to fit into a mold of a job that wasn't for me. It was never for me. Like nothing worked out with it. Like the only reason why I got a promotion is because the people at my first job where I worked at, they really they looked at me like a little sister and that's how I made it. That's how I made it through. But as far as when I went to the other places where I had to work, it was awful, y'all. Like I wish I could tell y'all about it, but I probably can never tell y'all that story about that. I probably have to write a book and put it under an alias or something. Because like I got stories for days. Like I remember the most traumatic things. And they was like I would have brain fog, but I do have like brain fog about like short term stuff from doing the cancer treatment and stuff like that. But as far as like the traumatic events, I remember those just like they were yesterday. Like I remember those events because they were very traumatic. And from 2016 to right before I had my baby, they were the most traumatic. And then going through the cancer treatment was traumatic. So for 2016 to 2023, those was the most traumatic years of my life. And then from 2007, from graduating from high school to 2016, that was the best years of my life. Those was the best years. Those was the best years. Like I experienced two real loves. I experienced two guys that really loved me big. Um, my career was going good at those times. Like everything was on the up and up. Um, I just like my best friend. We were like my ex best friend. We were like really tight during that time. Like I really miss her, but she's um she's going through some stuff. But I really miss her. And one day I'm gonna share y'all how we end up falling out too. I'm gonna share a story time. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this whole little review. Me putting my own inputs in there. Just, leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for supporting me. I do really love you and I appreciate it. It's late at night. My baby, she woke up in the middle of the night, so I had to delete that live that I had and make another one. So, but I'm just thankful to be alive and I'm thankful to be able to watch other people experience love because the whole time I was thinking I was the only girl that was going through that because my friends they didn't used to tell me like the truth. That's how I know they wasn't my real friends. They wouldn't tell me like really what was going on in their relationships until after the fact. And but I would see little things. So but it was a lot. It was a lot anyway. But what do y'all think about Huda and Jeremiah? What do y'all think about Taylor? Is Taylor legit? What do y'all think about Ace? Do y'all think Ace is fine? Because I think he's fine. He's fine like wine. He's younger than me, but I think he's fine. Like I told y'all, I'm 36. But I do like younger guys too. My husband probably gonna be younger than me. He probably not gonna be the same age. I am a little congested, guys, and it's late. So let me tell me what y'all think about the couples. Who y'all think it predicts who's gonna win? I would rate the season so far. Thus far, I would rate it from 1 to 10. I would give it a 8. It's giving Bold and the Beautiful. It's giving what's that new little show? Little black soap opera. It's giving that little soap opera. It's giving everything that it needs to give. Shout out to the producers. You know, y'all chose the right people. Yeah, they giving it the shock factors. You know, y'all got some villains in the house. It's giving everything that it needs to give. So if you haven't been watching it, go watch you some Love Island USA season 7. Go watch the episodes. It's gonna keep you, at the end of your seat, you're gonna be like, really? She was not joking. They really is on this show wilding. And let me know what y'all really think about Hutter. Cause I relates to her, okay? I understand where the sister is coming from. I understand where she coming from. She not a sister, but she a sister from another mother. Cause I relate to her, and I know how I feel. Cause I used to be kind of like her. So go watch the show. Let me know what y'all think, and tell me who y'all think is the prettiest girl on there and who is the finest guy on there. I think Shelly is the prettiest. That's my opinion, and I think but all of them are pretty, but Shelly is the prettiest. She has like natural beauty. Um, and I think that the handsomest guy is Ace. By the way, he has dimples, and I have dimples, and I want my son to have dimples. If the Lord lets me, naturally having a son, I hope he has dimples. I think that is very attractive. I find that attractive on a guy, but I mean, on a woman, I mean, I'm a woman, but I find myself to be attractive. But on other women, I think it's cute too. But on guys, I just think it's just the most adorable thing when the guys have dimples in their cheeks. I just think it's so cute, so adorable. So tell me what y'all think about him. And good night.